At last, a shark! I have travelled far and wide.
What is it you want, little fish?
I was told that you may be able to lead me to the answers I seek. I need to know whether I'm a fish or a man, and...
Why should I tell you anything, little fish?
I have tried to be polite, but you are testing my patience, shark. It is unwise to stand in the way of my goal.
What are you gonna do about that?
I will lead a slaughter against the sharks, the likes of which this ocean has never seen.
Ha! Brave little fish. Now that the boys know to expect Guppy for tea tonight.
Okay, so if we're going to be an actual fish, we'll need to be able to breathe underwater. Now, underwater breathing isn't available in Terraria until hard mode, so we'll need to move on to the next best thing, which is the Arctic diving gear. But first, we'll need to make the regular diving gear. Now, we already have the flipper accessory, we got one from a crate last episode, so now we'll just need to combine that with the diving helmet, which has a 1% drop chance from sharks. Now we're going to pop a battle potion to increase the spawn rates, and go on a shark genocide. I use the frost daggerfish for this, because the extra range is pretty useful against sharks. They do quite a lot of damage this early in the game. I stand in the ocean for a while in an attempt to get some sharks to spawn, but I just get about 1 million jellyfish instead. And finally we get a shark to spawn, and then we get a bunch of sharks to spawn.
Sorry, old boys, but it's a fish-eat-fish world.
We do not get the diving helmet, and to be honest, I didn't expect to be that lucky. It is only a 1% drop chance after all, so I continue the shark killing spree. No helmet, just 1 million jellyfish instead. But that might actually be useful to us because we do need a jellyfish drop as well. No helmet. Still no helmet. That guy just got absolutely shivved with that swordfish. That's what happens to sharks in prison. We continue the grind, taking the time to take out any nuisance demon eyes. And I did have a strange, particularly lucky feeling about this shark. So we go ahead and obliterate it. And he indeed drops the diving helmet. We got it pretty quickly, all in all.
Your comrades' bodies decorate the ocean floor. You were unwise to underestimate me, shark, and now your fate is sealed.
Wait, let's be reasonable now. I'll tell you what you want to know. Just allow me to keep on surviving.
Speak, shark!
There's only one person that can tell you what you want to know. The oldest lord of the ocean, Cthulhu. But he's been gone for a while. He ain't in the ocean anymore. No one knows where he's gone. I swear that's all I know.
You test my patience, shark.
That's all I got, I swear. Maybe try asking the jellyfish. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be on my way.
Sorry, old chum, but there are no survivors. Jellyfish, I am told that you may know the location of Cthulhu, the ancient lord of the deep. Is this true? Your silence speaks volumes. Your lack of a mouth or vocal cords is no excuse. Prepare for combat!
Now, as I said earlier, we do need a drop from the jellyfish as well. We'll need the Jellyfish Necklace, so we can combine that with our diving gear to create the Jellyfish diving gear. So I chug another battle potion and take the plunge. Luckily, a lot more jellyfish spawn compared to sharks, so we should be able to get this one a little quicker. Although that being said, we did get the diving gear helmet really quickly. And in no time at all, we get the Jellyfish Necklace.
I felled countless jellyfish, and none have confessed. It is clear that the jellyfish are willing to take their secrets to their graves. I must look elsewhere.
Now we already have a fair amount of fishy weapons by this point in the game, but there is still one left to get pre-hard mode, and that is the purple clubberfish. Now this is the reason we did start in a world that has corruption as opposed to crimson. So we craft a toilet and head to the corruption to fish one up. But first we'll need a suitable fishing area, so I begin using my bomb fish to create one. We do get disturbed by these floaty cyclops cockroaches, but they don't give us too much trouble. We finish off the base of the pond, do some fish prison shanking, and then begin to fill the pond. A little more shanking later and our fishing area is complete. I switch to my fishing gear and then, like a complete fool, start fishing, completely perplexed as to why my fishing power is being nerfed to 68. It turns out that because the water level is high enough and the wood blocks on the sides are beneath the water level, that it only counts this tiny little area of liquid as my fishing zone, so I'm essentially fishing in a 1mm puddle. I finally realised that I may need to lower the water level, but I am interrupted. Yes, the blood moon rises. This is finally my chance to get some sweet, sweet revenge on my old nemesis, the zombie merman. So I cast my line and prepare for Armageddon. Okay, zombie merman, you've got no chance this time. After being utterly humiliated yet again, I return to searching for the purple clubberfish. I get all the juicy fishing buffs going, and then start fishing. It's not long before I fish one up.
Ah, a fine weapon indeed.
Now, the purple clubberfish is slower than the rockfish, so it probably has a little bit less in terms of DPS. But it does have some things going for it. It has more knockback and more damage. It is actually the third highest damage sword in pre-hard mode. I fish up about 20 more and then return to the merchant to cash them in. I'm the biggest purple clubberfish dealer in town. After that, I then return to the corruption to look for a shadow orb. We did some accessory collecting earlier, and of course we can't combine them without first encountering the Goblin Tinkerer, which means we'll need to fight a Goblin army. Breaking a shadow orb gives a 1 in 3 chance every day for a Goblin army to invade. So we plant our fishy explosives, destroy the orb, and a horrible chill goes down our spine. We head to the surface and a Goblin army invades immediately. With little time to prepare, I head to the beach to fight them on the fish home turf. And then I get the bright idea to recruit some reinforcements.
Slime, we are outnumbered. Take this copper sword, bear arms, and join me in fish holla. Die, die, you filthy goblins. From henceforth, I shall be known as Guppy the Goblin Slayer.
The battle with the goblins continues to rage on. I forgot how damn annoying these Goblin Archers are. Literally get 3 of them together and it's like that scene out of 300. So I've got a pretty good system going on for me here. The Goblins seem completely inept at battle tactics. They're going to keep jumping on the roof, and the clubberfish is going to keep on clubbing. Right, it appears I spoke too soon. This is very obviously a sophisticated Pinter attack.
Slime, join the attack. This is not time for defensive positions. For honor, for glory, for fish holla.
I decide to use this cave as a force multiplier. Again, like 300. Yes, I watched it the other day, it's a good film. But it doesn't take long for the goblins to overwhelm my position. Backed by their infallible Persian archers, I am forced to retreat. And to my complete devastation, Slayer the Squire Slime falls in combat. Well, the Squire Slime is dead. I don't think he quite earned the title of Slayer. I mean, he spent most of this fight stuck in a hole. The Goblin arrows continue to block out the sun. Filthy goddamn Goblin Archers, I hate them. I turn them into Goblin Pudding and then decide to give the Frost Daggerfish a go. Not only do they have more range, but they also have piercing, which makes them ideal for fighting multiple mob-type enemies at once. I try out some fancy tricks, but missed almost entirely. And then the goblins foolishly engage me in a pond, which doesn't end well for them. They then swarm the angler, and I do my best to save his sorry ass. But my bloodlust for the Goblin Archers causes me to temporarily abandon him. No, I need the angler. I need him for the fishing quests. The fight takes us all the way to the jungle, and we finish off the last few straggler goblins and complete the event.
Your predecessor failed me, Squire Slime. I hope you can earn your title. Then we may enter Fish Hala together.
And during all that commotion, I did get 2 Harpoon Guns. They are aquatic-themed weapons, so I can use them, but they're kind of trash at the minute. I have heard they are getting changed in the new update though. Now that the Goblin army has been defeated, I chug some hunter potions and prepare to go on a long hunt for the Goblin Tinkerer, but I find him almost immediately in a glowing mushroom biome.
If you're a goblin reinforcement, I must say you're a little lost, old boy.
Cook straight.
Oh, you hate the goblins, you say? Well, welcome aboard.
I purchased the Tinkerer's Workshop so we can combine our accessories and the rocket boots so we can later use those to make frostbite boots. I then return to the surface and immediately another goblin army invades. We head to the beach, turn some goblins into absolute mincemeat, and then begin to combine our accessories. We create the diving gear, and then the jellyfish diving gear, the spectre boots, and then the lightning boots. We also make the tiger climbing gear so we can later turn that into frog gear, and then the angler tackle bag. Then I pop open some frozen crates in search of ice skates, because we'll need 2 pairs for both the frostbite boots and the arctic diving gear. Now, the jellyfish diving gear works just as well, but it gives us a pink glow whilst underwater, whilst the arctic one gives us a blue glow. And well, I like the blue glow, it's as simple as that. I managed to get 1 pair of ice skates, but I do need a few more accessories to combine, so that means, yeah, it's another fishing montage. We return to base to pop open our crates. We need another 2 shiny red balloons, a lucky horseshoe, a sandstorm in a bottle, and another pair of flippers. Then we'll need ice skates and a blizzard in a bottle. We get the balloons, and the horseshoe, then the ice skates, then the sandstorm in a bottle, and the flippers first try. We then craft all our balloons and bottles into a bundle of horseshoe balloons, which gives us several additional jumps, some luck, and some fall damage negation. We then craft the frog flipper so we can combine that to make the frog gear. And then we make the arctic diving gear and the frostbite boots. I give my new accessories a quick test. And getting all these this easily just from fishing made me realise how truly OP fishing is in this game. We try out the diving gear, and as you can see we get this nice little blue light, and we can stay underwater for a lot longer than usual. And we can also swim. Whilst messing around in the ocean testing out the accessories, I do stumble across a breathing reed and decide to just keep that in my inventory from here on out because it allows us to breathe underwater for even longer. With my new fishy powers unlocked, I head to the second ocean biome to explore, and then stumble across an ocean cave. Now, not every world has one of these, so it's great that we're able to get one on this playthrough, considering we are a fishing doll, and I will most likely build something down here at some point. It's kind of eerie down here. Feels like a completely different game. It's giving me major Subnautica vibes. Would be great if the ocean could get a little bit more love in the base game. I know it gets expanded on quite a bit with Calamity, but it would be nice to have some more ocean-themed things down here, perhaps an abyss biome or something. I discover quite a few more water chests with various water-themed accessories, including another trident, an inner tube, and another breathing reed.
I have searched all the world's oceans, and Cthulhu is nowhere to be found. Perhaps the sharks were right. There is no evidence of him anywhere in this world. But that will not stop me, Zepher Fish. We may need to travel to other worlds. Goblin, you're good at tinkering, yes? I need you to build me a machine that can travel to other worlds. Very well. Go ahead and think about it. You'll do it. Fantastic news. Yes, I will owe you a favor for this. You need 3 days. Very well. Whoa, the goblin really came through for us, Zepher Fish. This may be a hunk of scrap, but this just might work. Okay, here goes. Ignition's primed. Preparing to make the jump. In 3, 2, 1. Zepher Fish, we made it. Now this is a strange place. Look at these strange trees, Zepher Fish. I must say, I do like the look of this wood. I think I'll take some of this back with us. Okay, we've scored yet another world, with no sign of Cthulhu. But now is not the time to lose hope. Engines primed, preparing to make the second jump. In 3, 2, 1... We've arrived, Zepher Fish, although it was a bit of a rough landing. No time to spare. Let's venture forth. What's this thing, Zepher Fish? It appears to be some kind of giant pipe. No, Zepher Fish, I will not smoke it. You shouldn't just smoke random things you find on the ground. Just press my gills up to it and inhale. Yes, I know how to smoke, Zepher Fish. Fine, I'll do it. Here goes. I don't feel very good, Zepher Fish. I'm just going to have a little lie down in this bush. What? Where am I? What is this place?
Guppy, we have been waiting for you.
What? Who are you? Explain yourselves.
We are the Gnomes of Truth. You're searching for something, yes? Searching for answers?
Gnomes of Truth, you say? Well then, can you tell me if I'm a fish or a man?
It is not our place to speak of such things.
Fine. Then where can I find Cthulhu? I have scoured multiple worlds down to the very depths of the ocean, and he is nowhere to be found.
You've been looking in the wrong places. You need to look to the moon.
What? How do I get to the moon?
You cannot. You must bring him down to you. You must venture to the very depths of the underworld to set the proper course of events into motion.
Proper course of events? What are you talking about, gnomes?
We do not have time to explain. You cannot exist in this realm for long. You must wake up.
What was that? Some kind of vision? In any case, Zepher Fish, we must return home. For next we venture into the fiery pits of hell itself.